Aztecs, leading enterprise telecom brand.
Let me welcome you to Omnichannel Contact Center, uh, uh, a big initiation of customer requests basis our discussion with our existing customers, basis the prospects and the future customers queries we do handle in our day-to-day life these days. We have decided that Omnichannel Contact Center would be a great idea to discuss on today's webinar. And thank you all in advance that you people are on time. You people have given your valuable time for this webinar. Okay. So Aztecs Omnichannel Contact Center. The agenda or like the keynotes, if you say for today's webinar is first, we will be discussing about why more and more companies, organizations these days interested in adopting omni-channel contact center solution. Okay, one. Second, when we talk about this multiple channels collaboration and integration possibility, what are the different type of channels available and organizations are interested to collaborate or integrate along with the communication center, contact center. So for today's webinar, I have taken up that we will be discussing about the voice channels. Probably we will see click to call, we will see inbound call pop-up, and in conventional channels, we can see around email, SMS, web chat. Of course, the advanced technology media platforms, what we are going to discuss today is the social media platforms, social channels, that's WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram. Right in front of your screen, you could see a analytics dashboard. This is exactly the real-time dashboard of a omni-channel contact center. But you can see here Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, SMS, calls, email, all that. But probably it is not the right time that we will spend more time on this dashboard because we have a live server ready. We have the entire solution operational. So soon after this presentation, we will be seeing all these dashboards and analytics on the live server. And probably if in case we have to discuss on any of the parameters or components here, we will be discussing. So let me just take you to the next slide. Before we raise and discuss about the evolution, let us just go back, flash back the communications system, how the evolution started, how the invention started. Okay, if it is the great Alexander Graham Bell who invented the telephone in the year 1876. Okay, it was a moment of happiness. It was a success. It was a great story. It was a great historic day that Mr. Graham Bell could communicate with his colleague, Mr. Watson, who was right next to his room, and he called him that, Mr. Watson, can you come? I want to meet. Okay, and this was successfully communicated. Okay, that is how this telecommunication has started. So, but we are not in the era, we are not in a environment where we can limit ourselves that yes, we are able to communicate, we are able to send and receive the message. If we look into this 1800s, that era of basic telegraph or maybe a analog telephone where we used to book a trunk with a STD license, we could use a call to the era of a unified communication and the next what we are going to look for is a better collaborative communication rather than just be limiting into a unified communication. So the evolution process can be slightly concluded like it was an era where the communication started with a separate communications. Separate communication, I exactly mean is there has to be a separate stack used for the voice and in case if you want to use some data application. Okay, then it is being developed, it is being improved, and we have reached up to an era where it was a mixed communications. Mixed communication is the era where it's a mix of the devices and multimedia communication applications across multiple infrastructures, across multiple interfaces and tabs. Then if you consider last 20-30 years, okay, of course the waste, or we say the countries, somebody is little ahead, somebody is little behind, but we all are now experiencing the era of a unified communication, okay, where multiple devices can function, be operational, can work together over a single, on a single interface, integrating the mix of multimedia communication applications on a unified infrastructure. Okay, so this is what we are today, and what is the next from today, from tomorrow. At the earliest, the organizations, the companies would like to migrate is, if you can rightly see the left side, few images I wanted to share with you is, people now want a social communication collaboration. Why? Because multiple, consider of any organization, consider of any company, consider of any corporate today, they would like to get contacted, engaged with the customers. And when we talk about the ease of the client not always is interested to talk to us over a call, not interested always to send us a WhatsApp every time. It could be anything he just want to communicate with us. And as an organization, our responsibility, as an organization, our motive behind our customer loyalty creation is how to give this seamless preference of clients channel selection to communicate with us, and immediate and instant respond to the client queries. That's how the multiple devices, the social communication era can be considered as a multiple devices over a single interface, integrating with the multimedia communication, social networking, and business apps. It could be on a cloud platform, it could be a premise platform, as usual for our existing contact centers. Okay, that is how I would like to introduce to you the omni-channel contact center development aspects. Okay, so omni-channel platform is help you to integrate or to replace your existing contact center technology, only to prefer to offer your clients to choose their preferred channel to communicate with us, to communicate with our business. Okay, when it is communication, of course few analytics monitoring required, and when it is a varied tool of communication, we don't know exactly that whether we will receive a call or we will receive a message. Even if it is a message, whether it is a text message or a message on the Facebook Messenger or on WhatsApp, then the centralized monitoring and the tool to monitor this varied platforms becomes essential, becomes important, plays a vital role. So comprehensive access to various available channels. We cannot restrict, okay, we can take your calls, but only if it a voice call. If you would like to communicate with us, with our business in any other platform, probably we are not ready, we don't want to say that. Okay, so voice, messaging, web chat, email, Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, these are all the tools and a seamless collaboration we are going to discuss today. Okay, so you can see when I am talking about this conventional channels, the first is voice call or click to call. Okay, see, click to call, why? As we were just looking at the evolution, it is, see, we have started from the basic and we have reached to a unified communication era. And of course, today we would like to explore the social media collaboration and omni-channel platform. But voice still remains as a preferred channel for some of our customer, for a portion of our customer, could be the majority of the customer according to the business process we are into, or the client size or the geographical of our targeted customers. So what we would like to highlight here or ensure here, though we are advancing to the best tools available, to the best available channels to communicate, but we are not boycotting, we are not stopping, we are not ending any of the channel possible to get connected with us or our business. Okay, so we can do inbound calls, I can do outbound calls, I can do blended calling and call receiving, call distribution, tagging to the ticketing system, recording all the voice calls with the source and the destination defined. Okay, inbound call pop-ups if the number is already registered with us, if it is already there in our contacts. Okay, when we talk about SMS or chat, okay, SMS or chat, though majority of the people do not check the SMS received onto their mobile. Okay, still we cannot conclude that there is nobody in this world nowadays who is interested to use this text message or SMS or chat. That's how when we talk about an omni-channel platform, yes, omni-channel contact center is also can help to send and receive the text, the notifications, if in case our business is using any ticketing system or issue ID, okay, ticket assignments for future reference, everything we can take the help of SMS and chat. Okay, voice call is okay, SMS chat is okay, but now why email? When we are talking about the email, still email is considered to be a trustworthy channel. While I was talking to a few of our customers, still what they say, when you send particularly the very responsible departments or the industry specific people, they say still they consider email is the trustworthy channel. Because see, for an example, a text message, it is possible that I am there visiting to with others, and maybe his mobile is accessible to me, and I have mistake intentionally, without any intention, probably I have sent some text. Okay, but when we talk about the email has see, you have your PC or laptop that is password protected, you have given login to PC or laptop, then probably you have your email that also has a like a ID password protected and secured. So when you receive a mail, and probably the email also comes with your company's mail ID and all that, so email is still considered to be a trustworthy channel. That's what still we are considering for our omni-channel communication platform. It is very easily accessible, and also we can attach the files or documents. Okay, majority of the cases it is very cost effective, you all will agree to me, and at times it has no cost, it has zero cost. If it is being hosted, let's say like I have a Gmail ID, okay, so like that it has a very cost effective or maybe no cost. And the larger customer to reach, to make customer surveys, feedbacks, it can be conducted on email at a very less cost and time. Then when it is an email, there is a scope to capture the detailed information of the issue or the communication objective. When it is a text or SMS, when we are talking about a SMS or a chat, of course it cannot capture, it cannot have the entire issue information, the detailed of the information, the mail. Yes, I can write an essay, yes, I can write everything A to G around the issue, so that it will help to resolve my issue faster. Okay, so that's how, let me conclude. Voice call in the conventional channels, what we are talking, SMS, email. The next is, let us socialize our contact center. Is there anybody here who don't use any social media platform? Yeah, maybe either you are more on Facebook, less on WhatsApp, either you are more on WhatsApp, less on Facebook, or you are using sometimes Twitter, sometimes Instagram, but we all would like, it has become a social concern now. Yes, everybody want to be social, everybody want to be engaged there. So respond, and when we are all engaged, we are all around our social media platforms, then how come we can force our customers, our valued client, that yes, you be around your social media platforms, you be there 12 hours in a day on your WhatsApp, but when you want to talk to me, you go to some PCO or you take up your mobile, then dial a number and get on to contact with us. That is where I say, let us socialize our contact center. In case if we can replace the existing contact center and bring in this platform and tools, or we can migrate to the omni-channel platform as per our business process requirement. Okay. To basic objective is to respond to the social media inquiries we receive, to immediately respond, instant response to the social media inquiries. Okay. Each of operation, when I'm talking about a omni-channel platform, just consider we are the objective, the aim, the plan is to give the best of the choice to the clients to connect with us on their preferred channels, whereas indirectly or directly, it also benefits our all own internal team. Okay, it gives the ease of operation to our own agents, our customer relationship officers, our guest relationship executives, because just from a unified agent desktop, they are now contacting, coordinating, and responding to all the queries they receive. Okay, so as I told you, if the objective is to reach larger audience, do customer feedback surveys, yes, we can do. It helps to get engaged with your customer and hence building your brand better. Because if it is just a call, probably nobody would like to receive a call after the office hours, or at least while they are watching the television, or while they spend time with family late in the evening. But if it is just a WhatsApp message, yes, the objective is all same. I have a admission date open, I have some offer going on, my organization has some newer initiations, we have developed some innovative solution, all that I can send a WhatsApp, no matter it disturbs our client. It is there saved in their phone. Whenever for their convenience, they can reach it to me, they can respond back. And when we are talking about this engagement and brand building activities over and around this social media platform, it definitely helps to boost the organic visibility, and none of the business today under the sky is interested not to have a organic visibility better. So it is cost effective, it helps to boost the organic visibility, it helps to get engaged with our customer, hence building a better brand, reaching large audience, having customer feedback, giving the operational smoothness, just operating from an agent desktop. And also the very primitive objective is like instantly getting responded to the customer queries. So I have a small image created in front of your screen just to explain what we have discussed till now. Okay, assume we have a customer, we have a valued customer. The objective of this omni-channel platform is nothing but the highest priority is for the customer to choose the customer's preferred channel to get engaged, get connected with us. Okay, it is an integrated suite of intelligent and intuitive solution. You see, I have this customer, whether he is working from branch, he is there in branch, he is on the way back to home, he is traveling, he is there in a coffee shop, he is there in a shopping mall, wherever. But when he would like to talk to us, when he would like to get connected with us, he can just pick up anything either from his mobile app or over a web chat, or from an email or WhatsApp or Facebook or a call. Okay, a voice call. He has the scope and like preference, he has the easiness that he can get connected with us. Whereas simultaneously, you see my agent, okay, Earlier, it was if it is after office hour or maybe late in the evening or it is a holiday, then probably though customer has everything, all the available tools, but we are unable to respond back immediately. Now, because my team, our internal team, our client's office, our own office, they also have this omni-channel platform, then they can reply back, respond back, answer to the queries over a voice call, over the social platform, with a SMS or a text, over a mail, whether agent is in office, whether agent is on the way back to home. It is all, it's win situation for everybody, all the stakeholder in the communication process in our business. Okay, customer is getting the best of his preference to use any channel, get connected with us, while my internal team, my agents, my colleagues, our revenue source, they also have the ease of getting connected with our customer and immediately respond them back. Okay, so let me go next to the slide where we could discuss about the social media platform. See, I have chosen to discuss or show you some 2-3 channels or platforms. Okay, how the traffic we can manage, monitor, receive, and distribute. But see, nowadays social media platform is not very limited to just to Facebook or just to WhatsApp. So Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, whatever you want, it is just one additional collaboration, one more plugin, because the platform, the infrastructure is ready to adopt these additional social media integrations. Okay, only as per the business requirement, it has to take more and more. Okay, so let me first talk about one of the very interesting and very popular social media platform, WhatsApp chat. Okay, so WhatsApp chat can help us to send and receive the text, image, docs like PDF or multimedia documents. Okay, if you want to share the location, WhatsApp chat can be used. Similarly, when we talk about Facebook Messenger or Instagram, it helps us to send and receive the instant queries. It could be a text, emojis, and as I told you, it is very cost effective or zero cost communication, zero cost messaging. Okay, the advantage for the omni-channel platform is the channel routing, which intelligently direct the customer queries across a diverse range of service channels available and assigned to the user list. The contacts can be assigned to the user list, or in our contact center terminology, let's say it assigned to the concerned agent. Okay, the communication channel helps to plan our resource and the channels. See, for an example, when I monitor, when I look into the analytics screen, I see that I have my valued customers, and majority of my clients today has communicated with us, or we have responded back them over WhatsApp. Then why I will recruit such a huge agents to handle the phone call support? Why will I subscribe to the telecom channels to be available to get connected with them? That's how the resource and the channel can be planned well, rather too many agents just for a voice call support. Okay, software integration, business software integration. Very interestingly, nowadays we talk to the customers, almost every customer, or at least 80, more than 80% of our clientele list people, they either developed their own in-house CRM for the customer information to be saved, or they are dependent, or they are using the very popular platforms like Zoho, Salesforce, as CRM. So this omni-channel platform also has a lead module. Okay, so it can also be used for outbound calling and qualifying the leads. Okay, I have shown you a glance of the dashboard and reports, which helps to track the live and historical communication, which helps the administrator, which helps the supervisor team to better understand the customer, what is the pattern, what time in the day they would like to communicate with us, what is the preferred channel where when they wish to talk to us. Okay, so measure the department, also to measure the department wise or the individual agent's efficiency. Amulya, agent, what is the efficiency, what is the productivity for that particular day, for that particular week, or the sample period. Okay, well, workforce management is also a great advantage with the omni-channel platform, because it helps to evenly distribute the workload. When one contact is registered, the contact is assigned to the available agents, so evenly distribution of the workload. So whenever I receive some communication from that particular contact, it is being directed that who is the agent, who is the group who would be handling to this queries. Okay, monitor the agent's availability and activities. So the best benefits of the omni-channel platform is the organization maintains a holistic view of the customer behavior. Okay, it can treat the customer optimally based on the customer interaction history. Okay, channel of choice, as I told you, allow the customer to contact our business over the preferred channel. It can be voice, it can be chat, it can be SMS, it can be messaging apps, or over a mail. And auto response, auto generated email response can also help to communicate when we would like to reach a larger audience. One second thing is, when a auto response is being triggered, at least the customer is worryless, customer is ensured that at least he has reached to the concerned department or the concerned team who would be helping them in resolving the issue. Okay, omni-channel experience reduces the customer efforts and provide consistent, seamless cross-channel experience across both live or automated interactions. Okay, I have few screenshots taken of this omni-channel platform. You can see this is a user report, maybe this is a dashboard, but we would not be discussing much here, because the very next we have a live server where we can experience all these dashboards, analytics, and the agent screens on the live screen. You can see here. So this 15-20 minutes what we have discussed is the evolution of the communication process, the current era of unified communication, and the future demand of our client, our user base, where they would like to collaborate, integrate the social media platform. So how omni-channel work? If you just see, the agent screen is opened. Okay, omni channel screen is opened. So I have a customer, Mr. Simon Matthew. He would like to connect with us over a voice call, or he would like to send a WhatsApp message to my marketing team, or he want a email regarding the account statement. All that we will now just see. For this, let me take a small break from this presentation and take you to the live server. And let me take a server access and I will show you this. Allow me a half minute. Okay, I yes. Screen share. Just a second. Stop share and share again. Just a second, sir. Share again. Hope you all can see my screen. Okay. So I have logged into the Omnichannel platform. So I'm a user, okay, Amulya. So I have my username. Let me give my username. Then it is required to punch in a password. I logged in. Okay, the moment I log into the screen in the presentation where we were, Mr. Simon Matthew with all his details. Now I am there on the screen. Let me just clear you one information. This omni-channel platform is works around the contact as a module. Okay, the primary module what we had set or around what this omni-channel platform works is a contacts module. So in a contacts module, what I would like to say, if you want to see the customer information, the details of my valued customer is being captured here. Okay, and you can see the number of fields. I can have mobile number, first name, last name, organization, email ID, everything what I need, I can copy it. There are around 100 fields I can capture for my customer. Okay, so the primary module is a contacts, and around the contacts we would be working. Okay, so when I select upon any of this contact, okay, see I have selected Simon Matthew. So you can see here, there is from this single page, I have all these tabs available in front of me. You can see call log, you can see SMS, you can see emails, you can see WhatsApp, you can see Facebook Messenger, you can see Instagram. So for today's webinar, we have taken this conventional 3 channels and the social media 3 channels. But in case as per our requirement, if we are interested to have a collaboration or Twitter to be get integrated, or maybe LinkedIn to be integrated, it will just add on your additional tabs, or it will come into this page. Okay, so here if you see what I will do now for the benefit of all, I will show you this call, SMS, email individually with a single mode of communication with different customers. And probably we will also have few scenarios where all these platforms can be used together as per the business requirement to handle one business scenario. Okay, so let me go back to the contacts again. Okay, let me choose upon one of my contact, my best friend at Astex, who has helped me to understand asterisks for enterprise communication. So I have selected upon the contact Mr. Binis. Okay, you can see here I have the icons for click to call. Just with one click I can make the outbound call and reach to them. See, I have already installed a soft phone here in my laptop. So it could be a soft phone, it can be a IP phone. So it has initiated the call. The moment I answer the call, it is get connected to Mr. Vinis. If Mr. Vinis, you can show your phone on the video. With your support and you can see. So Mr. Vinis has received the call. Good evening, Mr. Vinis. This is Amulya.
Hi, good evening, Amulya. How are you?
I'm good. I'm doing good. It's a test call for the Omni platform webinar. Okay, so you all see that yes, it has just with a single click I could reach to Mr. Vinis. I need not to type, I need not to text, I need not to punch in any number. I have got the connection with Mr. Vinis, and whatever the business discussion is there, I would be completing the conversation, and I have an option to hang up Mr. Vinis. Also, if it is completed, the customer hang up the call is disconnected. Okay. Yes. Okay, so you have seen the outbound call. Okay, you can see here, if I would like to see the call logs, I can go here and I can see the call logs. Very nicely it is designed with source, destination, date, time, disposition, everything I have. Maybe I would be working anywhere, any page. I would be working on WhatsApp page, I would be working on Instagram page, I would be working on SMS page. But anytime somebody would like to reach me as an inbound call to our business, Okay, I will show you next how exactly it happens. For that, may I request somebody to give a inbound call. See, I am on the page of Mr. Vinis. I am working something. Okay, and it's pipped. You can see on the background. It is the page of Mr. Vinis contact. I am working. Okay, now a call has come. Inbound call pop-up has come. I have answered the call. Okay, so let's see how the page changes. You see it. I have received a call ending from 82453, and because this mobile number is already there in my contact, I have got a call pop-up that this is a call from Mr. Pratik Samuel. Okay, I have all the desired fields in front of me. I have a filter to get what all fields I want on my screen, and this is a call from Mr. Pratik. Hi, good afternoon, Mr. Pratik.
Good afternoon, Amelia.
Thank you so much. How can we help you?
Good. I was watching your webinar. You're going great.
Okay, great. Enjoy, sir. Great. Enjoy. Thank you for making us a call. It helped us to understand how this incoming call happens to our omnichannel platform. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, so see, I have, and Mr. Pratik has disconnected the call. So I have shown you the call log. I have shown you an outbound call. I have demonstrated an incoming call. Okay, the same way we will try to touch all these six platforms, six traffic channels we have selected for today. And let me again repeat, in case don't be skeptic or don't raise any query like that. Okay, I'm not using Instagram. I want to get collaborated with Twitter, or I want to get collaborated with LinkedIn. Yes, all that is possible. All that is there. It is merely a integration as per our business requirement. Okay, let's say let me go back to my contact list again. Okay, and maybe select Mr. Vinis. Okay, and this time I would like to send some text message to Mr. Vinis. Okay, not earlier it was a call, so this time I would like to send some text message. So let me send good afternoon, Mr. Vinis. Okay, I have sent a text message. You can see success message sent. Okay, so I would request Mr. Vinis if he can show his phone. Of course, he would be checking the message now.
I have replied.
Yeah, so now I have sent the message and I got the acknowledgement also that message is being sent. See, I have received a message that hi, good afternoon. Okay, so this way, and if I would like to talk, I would like to see what are our earlier text exchanges happened with this particular customer, then I can of course scroll it up, scroll it down, filter them as per my requirement, and I would get to them. Okay, so thank you, Mr. Vinis. Okay, I have sent the message again. Success message sent. Okay, so that's what I am telling you. Primarily, the omnichannel works around the contacts. Either I have a contact list already. Okay, you can see here I have few contacts created for this demo to showcase. Okay, if it is not listed, assume when I am receiving a call, when I am receiving a text, when I am receiving a message, it is not necessarily that it has to come from my contact list. If it is somebody new, just you go here on the right side, you can see here add contacts, and I go there, add contacts, while talking to him, while interacting with him, all the desired informations, name, middle name, last name, mobile number, everything I can capture and save it, so that anytime further in future I receive a call or I make a call, I do everything same the way I have shown you. Okay, let me again go back to Mr. Vinis to showcase how this email works. Okay, here I have an email. See, I can do receive mails, I can do shoot or trigger mails. Okay, the same way I can receive call, I can make outbound calls, I can receive text or web chat, I can do send notifications or text. Okay, let me go to the email. You see here, maybe for this demo, we had doing some text emails sent and received. So you can see all the mails sent, received, all the information is already there. If I would like to send a new mail, I have to just go here to send mail and I can send a mail here. See, because contact, the mail ID is already taken from my contacts. No need to type the mail ID or do any mistake creating the mail. Okay, I can put a subject line. Okay, Omni channel, okay, webinar mail. Okay, I have an option to choose any files to attach. Okay, if I would like to browse other tabs, the CRM or database, and bring in some document here, I can bring in them. I have some selected email templates also I can store, so that I can just take them as per the requirement. You can see here, include the signature. If I'm little lazy and I don't want to put a regards Amulya, so I can just put a tick on the include signature. So every time I do communicate, my mail signature is get added. Okay, so again, let me send a mail content. As I told you, mail content could capture whatever regarding the full issue. Okay, so it can take call us for your queries. I have requested, okay, and send a mail. So again, you can see the result, mail sent successfully. Okay. So I wanted to send few mails, so I have sent the mail and this mail is delivered. That also I got the assurance, I got the confirmation on my screen that yes, mail is delivered. Okay, so the same way, if Mr. Vinis would like to respond back to my mail, I could receive the mail here on my screen. Okay, and I can take it further according to the requirement what the query comes in. Okay, so what we have seen so far is, okay, you can see here the Omnichannel webinar mail is sent.
I got the mail and I replied.
Okay, Mr. Vinis has got the mail and he has replied. But before we go to his yes, see, we have received the mail. So we can witness the calls, we can witness the SMS, we can see the emails. Now, interestingly, we will go to the contacts back and let us witness how this WhatsApp, Facebook, other platform, other communication channels happens. Okay, so for WhatsApp, again, yeah, he's top on my contact list. So let me again select upon Mr. Vinis. Okay, and this time I do not, I'm not interested of getting connected with him over a mail or a SMS. Okay, this time I would like to connect with Mr. Vinis over WhatsApp. Okay, so I have selected on WhatsApp and you can see whatever communication is earlier there, you can see. Let me just create a content fresh. Okay, fresh content, fresh. Okay. Okay, so Mr. Vinis, yeah. So WhatsApp message, you would be, there would be a small query like, see, WhatsApp itself, I will not say it is a restriction. It could be a supportive control as well. See, WhatsApp do not allow you to directly communicate and start sending messages to your customer. Okay, so in our case, what happened, I will show you one earlier message where actually to communicate over WhatsApp, you have to take a consent from the user. Hi, I would like to receive notifications. Okay, so it, for the very first time, either it has to be an inbound message from the customer to the Omnichannel platform, or when I would like to get connected over WhatsApp with a customer, I have to send them a text message. I will show you that. Okay. I have to send them a text message requesting to opt in for the messages, opt in for the WhatsApp messages. And it has to be a WhatsApp business account. Okay. So you have seen, I have sent the message 346, and 346 itself, I have received a hi from Mr. Binis. So WhatsApp outbound WhatsApp outbound messaging and WhatsApp inbound messaging we have seen. We have seen calls, we have seen SMS, we have seen email, we have seen WhatsApp. Okay. Then the next, if I go to show you is okay. Let me not disturb Binis further. Let me reach out to Mr. Manju. Okay, assume Manju is one of our customer. Mr. Manjunath was in our website, okay, our web page, and he found something interesting on our web page, and immediately he would like to connect with us on Facebook message. Okay. And also this WhatsApp message, as I told you, the WhatsApp message to initiate, either I have to send a SMS which goes as a link to the customer once opt that, then I can send or receive WhatsApp message. Second, if I have received a message first from the customer, then further it is all smooth to send and receive the message. Or and assume anywhere in our advertisement, anywhere in our web publicity, anywhere in our website, if you see a WhatsApp icon, directly also the way you get into a web chat, the same way you can reach and get connected over a WhatsApp chat. So there are 3 ways you can get connected from the WhatsApp chat. Okay. So this time it is I would like to showcase you, okay, the Facebook Messenger. Mr. Manjunath, rather every time I do send fast, because Facebook Messenger, as I told you the scenario, it's a case we have considered for today's discussion, where Mr. Manju is on our website and he finds something interesting on our website and he would like to get connected with us. Okay. So these are the earlier messages, Facebook Messenger messages with Mr. Manju. May I request Mr. Manju to please help us to.
Hello, Amulya. Hi. Yes, Amulya, I'm sending it now.
Yeah. So I have sent here, see, these are all earlier communications. Okay. Mr. Manjunath has visited and he wanted some product. Then I have sent the payment and I requested him to transfer. He has transferred me the amount and also he has shared the screenshot with us. Okay. Yeah,
I have sent Amulya.
Yes, we could see. Thank you. See, here you see that was all our earlier communication. Now, with relation to our discussion, to demonstrate it better, we have requested and Mr. Manju has sent a message over Facebook Messenger. Hello Amulya, good afternoon. Can you please share the dialer PPT? Sure, sir. We will share you the PPT. Okay, and I reply. So if Mr. Manju, you can show your phone that you have received this Facebook Messenger message. Okay. See, so as I told you, the primary module, again, let me just give you a short instance. The primary module, what we work here around contacts, and I can have multiple contact list. I can create a multiple contact list with city specific or maybe process specific or business specific. Okay, so there is no limitation in fact to have the contacts or the number of fields in a contact. Okay, so while I was working for everything and for anything and everything, I get a notification. I see here. Okay, see, thanks Amulya. So it's a connection. like I can get connected over Facebook, but if it is a Facebook Messenger, unless until I have received a message from our client, from our customer, we cannot get connected over Facebook Messenger. Okay, for this, at least the first has to come from somebody. If he know Aztec's page, he can go there, and somebody let me go back again and to the contacts list. Okay, so any contacts I can choose, I can get connected, I can respond to the client queries, the media of preference what customer text. So okay, in here you can see, for an example, there is a contact I have who has not opted for WhatsApp. So as I have explained you, simply I have to just go there, I have to initiate a text where it will ask see, let me, Mr. Sanjay, I have a list. Okay, when I go here and I try to get connected with him over WhatsApp, okay, because it's WhatsApp, I have not received a confirmation message that he would like to receive our message. So it is asking me to click here to enter the mobile number. Okay, once I click here and enter his mobile number, he will receive the text, which in fact will take, it is a link, web link, which in fact take him to the WhatsApp, and he has to either say yes or no, so that I can communicate with him over WhatsApp further. I hope I have covered these calls, SMS, mail, WhatsApp, and Facebook, Instagram also, Facebook and Instagram. The process and the prerequisite remains same. It has to be a business account, business ID, and if it is a Facebook or Instagram, the first initiation of the message from the user. Okay, so this was all about the user panel so far we are discussing. So let me take you to the dashboard. Okay, you remember my very first slide of welcoming you to the Omnichannel platform has this slide. Okay, so
that's fine. I wanted us to discuss on all. Okay.
This screenshot talks about, see, for me, for my Omni channel contact center today, how many Facebook messages has come, how many WhatsApp messages has come, 75 SMS has come, 40 calls has come, and 110 emails we have received. And further, you can see, even if it is been segregated, that out of this 18 Facebook messages, Facebook Messenger message we have received, 8 is from new and 10 is from my existing contacts. So when I receive a message from any of these available channels, if it is from with my existing contact, it is already assigned to one of the agent. Okay, if in case it is from the new contact, how we are going to handle it? Like we can design a group of people or some of the user or an individual user to handle the queries. In our case, we say WhatsApp handler or Facebook handler. So the group of people who are assigned for handling the new queries, new inquiries, they can see the notification and immediately they can reach the notification and reply them back. Okay. You can see the notifications here. Okay, if it is a new message, then notification will pop up. If we are 3 people assigned to handle Facebook Messenger, all 3 will see to this notification. And once we see the notification, one of us handles respond to it, it will be cleared from the notification list. Okay, the next, if I take you slightly down, you can see the user report, user 1, user 2, user 3. Okay, group 1, group 2. What is this? As I've shown you, see, for an example, we have received WhatsApp messages. Out of that, 155 messages are replied back. Okay, so this is showing you in deep green color, and 128 WhatsApp messages are there yet to respond. Okay, it is light green in the color. The same way, if you see 512 messages we have received, out of that 422 Facebook Messenger messages are replied, and 90, which is there light blue in color, the Facebook messages yet to respond. The same for the calls. Out of 222 calls, 122 calls are been responded, so it is dark red in color, and 100 messages which are pink in color is yet to respond. Okay, this is user 1, user 2, user 3. So what is this groups? Basically, I was just talking to you about these groups. See, user 1, user 3 are the assigned users who already assigned, the contacts are already assigned to this set of users, but not necessarily that we will, any visitor to our website can try and connect with us on Facebook. Any visitor to our website or any other web advertisement sample can try to reach us on WhatsApp. So all the new messages what I receive here as a notification, okay, this is the user group who are authorized, who are assigned to handle these queries and answer them on behalf of our business. Okay, coming down, you can see it is very minutely the analytics are being given. Like anywhere I go, select, it says me Facebook Messenger 1038 messages. So how many incoming messages has come? What is the traffic? What is the channel traffic incoming and outgoing from our Omnichannel contact center? I can get them here. We have made 305 calls. We have sent 735 WhatsApp messages, whereas we have received 580 SMS and 1038 Facebook messages. So it talks about the dashboard. Not the least, I would like to show you one more page, that is a real-time screen. Okay, so the real-time screen, which is a real-time supervision of your Omni-channel contact center, which talks to you. It get refreshed every 10 seconds or the time we desired, we set for. Okay, it says about, I have shown you my contact list. There are total 11 contacts, 11 users. Then signed in is 2, signed off means today. When I have selected a date, today actually there are 2 other users, number ending with 3246 and 4578. They were on the page, but now at the present they are signed up. From which IP address they were connected, what is the sign-in time, what is the sign-out time, all the details we will be getting on a real-time screen, which again helps us to plan our resource, plan our shift, plan our activities. Okay, so far what we have seen is just about the scenarios where we can just communicate with our user group, communicate with our client list on single channel. Let me just consider one case where we can see that we could communicate over multiple channels at a time. Okay, for many instances I have taken Binish as a sample. So let's again reach Mr. Binish. Okay, and while I was doing any other work, for an example, see, I have at any page I am there and I got email from Mr. Binish. Okay, so let us get to the email. You can see the emails where you can see on a email recently received. Okay, he has discussed about so he's being like assume it's a bank we represent for, or we want to design a solution for one of our customer who is a bank. Okay, so I have taken all these, we have taken all these like documents along for applying for a credit card, and Mr. Binish is promised that the credit card will issued in 1 week time, but he has not received the credit card. So I received a mail. It has been few weeks now without any update. Okay, he has not received the card. That's what he is informing here. And immediately I can go back and I can go to the contact list. I can check for Mr. Vinesh. Okay. As I told you, this also helps you to understand, to look at. So I could see that Mr. Vinesh has applied for the credit card. He has not received the credit card. So I check my our database. I check our CRM, and I would like to find out what is the status of the card. Okay. So while let me I saw his query. So let me first call Mr. Vinesh. Okay. So answer the call. Hope Mr. Vinesh will answer the call.
Namaskar. India has achieved the landmark of 100 and
Okay. Hi, Mr. Vinesh. We have received your mail. Okay. We are extremely sorry that you have applied for a card and this is being not delivered. And let me just check while you are on call. Allow me a few seconds.
Yeah,
okay. By the time I'm on call, the call is not ended. The call is not closed. Okay. While on the call, I just check our database, like why the card is not issued or what is the status of the card. And I get to know, okay, maybe Mr. Vinesh has submitted the ID proof, which is not clear. That is how our verification team had stopped it. So what I would like to receive, request Mr. Vinesh on the call. Hi, Vinesh, we could check your application status. And sorry to inform you that the RC copy which you have given as ID proof, that image is not clear. That is how the verification team has put on hold. And can you please send us a clear copy of your ID proof?
Sure, I will write to the secretary.
Okay.
Can I,
so
how do I send email or what? Can I WhatsApp to you?
Sorry, actually you can send us a mail or WhatsApp or any of your preferred channel. But yeah, please, yeah, please send us with a WhatsApp. Okay, let me go back to the WhatsApp, and here you see this was the earlier communications. So we want now is the ID proof from.
Yes, I send you the WhatsApp.
Yeah, we will come and see. See, that means I'm on a call. Okay. If here in this scenario also, Mr. Vinesh has already opted for. That is what I need not to send. Otherwise, the moment he would like to send us a WhatsApp message, if he has not opted, I will send a SMS. Okay. I have shown you the scenario, how the SMS opting request will go. So I have sent a SMS. Then he was checking with us how we like him to send the document. So is it WhatsApp possible? We said, yes, you can send us the WhatsApp. So now he has sent WhatsApp and we have received the document. Okay. You can see immediately we have received the documents, desired documents, which was not clear in the earlier case. Okay. Now he has sent a very clear copy of the RC copy required. And now I can well reply them on WhatsApp, received the ID proof required, card will be, your card will be delivered soon. So I have shown you that we have received, we have received the required document, and it is been acknowledged well, and the credit card will be delivered. And once I get and we get the credit card, yes, I can send the acknowledgements as well that the credit card is delivered, and the tracking details as well. I can to Mr. Vinesh that yes, your card is delivered. Okay, so tracking details will be shared soon. Okay, and I can send PDF. I can just a second.
Amalia, I think your screen is not shared.
Yeah. Just a second. Yeah, I think my screen is visible to all. Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry for a small technical glitch of changeover. Okay. So tracking details will be shared soon, and as well the way I have received a JPG or a image or a PDF, the tracking details I can share with our customer. This is how what was basically I mean to showcase here or exhibit here is not necessarily that I could connect with we could as a business representing our business connect with our client, our valued customer just over one channel. But looking into the scenario, we can connect, we can use multiple channels which optimize the resource and the profit planning. See, I had personally experienced a case. Otherwise, if it is not there, otherwise I have received the mail. Okay, then I have called, I reached back to Vinesh. He wanted, I have updated the status, and then I have to check for his availability when my pickup agent can come to his place, and according to his availability, it has to be picked up. Assume my pickup agent has reached to Vinesh, but unfortunately that time Vinesh is not carrying a ID proof, or he is carrying a ID proof, but there is not the photocopy machine available. And that is how the entire process is getting delayed. It is not only about some time or some money spent for meeting or picking up the document. It is delaying the entire process. Hopefully, just over few minutes of our call, because this WhatsApp, Facebook, text, mail, call, everything is available on a single platform. From one agent screen, I could manage them all well, and resulting a delight customer experience, optimization of the cost, and maximizing the profit for my organization. Yes, of course, I understand. My time is done. So thank you all for now. And let me request Mr. Firdausi that let us get on to the queries, what all our people wanted to know. For the benefit of all, let us discuss it in details.
Yeah, hi. Thank you, Mr. Amulya, for your wonderful presentations in the live demo showing how Omnichannel Contact Center can enhance the customer experience. So you can just stop sharing the screen so that we can start on the questionnaires. So we have a couple of questions coming up from the participants about the products. The first question has come from, okay, Mr. Wonder. Okay, he said, I'm not seeing the dashboard. I think that was the first question during the presentation. I hope, Mr. Wonder, you have seen the dashboard during the live demo itself. Okay, let's go to the next questions. The next question has come that from Mr. David Anthony. David Anthony has asked, as a channel partner, how do we get a demo link for a self-practice to enable us interface with the client?
Yeah, not an issue. In fact, as like all other solutions, we will be giving you the demo link very soon to all our franchisees and channel partners. Okay, so Mr. David, the concerned key accounts manager for you would be sharing you the details very soon, and also the presentation, the recorded session for this webinar, and all the marketing collateral for this Omni channel contact center will be shared with you all. Thank you for your interest.
Thank you, Mr. Amulya. Okay, Mr. Benz has asked, can you share the slide after the presentation? Sure,
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah, I
Benz
was
will
just
be-
talking about, yes, you will be
Yeah.
getting the slide and the recording of this webinar.
Yeah, the same questions Mr. Muli has asked regarding the link for the demo, which we can share it for their practice and for the demo link.
Yes, Mr. Mulli, you will be getting it.
Okay. Okay, the next question is come from Mr. Beemans. Does your system comes all the voice call, SMS, WhatsApp by default, or it had an add-on feature at a cost?
No, sir, what we are talking about, once we are deciding, or like when we are reaching the MOM, we are scope. On the scope, what all we will include, that all will come by default to you. You need not to buy any additional plugin or license to use any of these platforms.
Okay, thank you, Julia. The next question is, can you customize the background with your personal logo?
Background, yes, always it can be we encourage, we appreciate license free and customer centric modifications. So definitely, unless until it is objectionable, we can bring that logo or name, font, color, whatever is desired.
Yeah, the next questions come from Mr. Benz again. So he's asking, is it possible to restrict a particular agent if outbound call from the system?
Yes, it is. It is basically a administrator's configuration. As a administrator, what all facility, what all preference, what all privilege you would like to give it to the user, the agent, you can design. But of course, it is a backend configuration. You cannot do at the front end. Admin has to do that. Agents cannot do. I think for those you have missed one question from Mr. Ramurthy.
No, Ramurthy said, okay, that he said that the email is the more important and official communications.
Yeah, right, Ramurthy sir, correct. That's what I have included in my presentation. That yeah, people consider that the trustworthy channel or the traffic of a official communication is email. Yeah, thank you, sir. Yeah, thanks for highlighting.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Amulya. The next question has come from Mr. Mohammad Arshad. His question is, which organization use this platform?
Yeah, there are I am not sure about international, which all customers it is being already offered. That probably Mr. Vinesh or his team will help you. In domestic market, in Maharashtra region and Karnataka region, we have few customers who are using it.
Okay, okay, the next question. Okay, the next question is requirement from Mr. Mawamba asking for the presentations. So that surely we will be sharing you the presentation and the webinar recording. Okay, I think it's the same question repeated by Mr. Beemans, that is it possible to restrict a particular essence of the outbound call from the system?
Surely it is possible.
Yeah. The second question has come from Mr. Wonder, saying, can we use this CRM for logging and tracking cases from customers, for example, a complaint management?
Question please again.
Can we use this CRM for logging and tracking cases from customers, for example, a complaint management?
Yes, exactly. I have included in my presentation as well.
Yeah, I think so.
If your organization has a ticket management tool, or maybe you are assigning the issues, recording, assigning some ID. So all that can definitely be managed from the Omnichannel contact center platform itself. You needless to opt for a CRM and all. The platform, this communication platform itself has the capability of creating or assigning or updating the status of the ticket, or maybe if in case you require auto triggering of the status to the customer, okay, it all is there, part of the solution.
And just to add, see the platform itself has a ticket management system, and for example, we can also trigger a ticket when we receive a WhatsApp, or those things can also be configured that you can automatically create a ticket when we receive a WhatsApp from a customer or when we receive an email from a customer with certain parameters, and then also further process it. So it has got the complete this thing of a ticket management system, and which can be initiated from any of the communication channels like WhatsApp, Facebook, email, anything.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you,
sir. Thank you, Mr. Amelia. Okay, move on to the next questions. The next question is coming from Mr. Chiru Patel. Can you show us the call log? I hope you have seen the call log during the live demo.
Yeah, Mr. Chiral, if you are there, you can switch on your video also. If
Yes.
still you want to see the call log, definitely I can go back to my server screen and show you the call logs. Or was it a question when the call logs are
maybe,
not showcased to you?
or maybe shortly we can show the call log. That's,
Yeah,
Yes.
Mr. Patel, yeah, if you're there, you can just put on your video.
Okay, let me go just. Yeah, I think Mr. Chirayu, if you can see the screen, you wanted to see particularly call logs. So I am here on the call logs page. Mr. Chirayu, if you can listen to us.
Mr. Patel, if you're online, you can just unmute yourself and put on the video.
Madam, he is not there.
Okay, maybe we will
capture
capture this screen and send it to Mr. Chirayu with the help of Arvind. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Abulia. Okay, so let us move to the next question. The next question is coming from Mr. Abdul Jalil. He wants, is it possible to interface in Arabic?
yes, basically the BTagger has, or the platform what we use, the CRM has an Arabic interface. Though, I mean, we have practically not tried out, but it is available.
Thank you, sir. Okay, the next question has come from Mr. Tally asking, please, sir, like in my office now, people want to see the product. I'm not very much clear on his question.
No, I think maybe at that time we asked, but after that we have shown the product.
We have given the live demo. Okay, the next question has come from Mr. Abdul Salam. What type of integration is required to enable the text message? Usually the SMS is controlled by the telecom service provider.
It is just a SMS gateway. Okay, and once the SMS gateway integration is there, you can send the text.
I hope, Mr. Abdul, your query has been answered. Okay, next question is come from Mr. Ketlego. Does this work on the premise installations also?
Yes, it can be installed on premise, or if as per the requirement, as per the customer preference, it can be offered as a cloud solution. It can be given on premise as well.
Okay. This is a bunch of questions coming up. Okay, the next question has come from Mr. Wonder asking what happens if the same customer contact us through different platform or channels, and how do we put them all together?
Okay, this is one question. Please continue with this question.
Yeah, for example, Mr. Bini's contact us using SMS and also send another message using WhatsApp and also sends an email. Is there a way of grouping them together so that it is easier to see every case submitted by the same client?
Thank you, Mr. Wanda. Like, in fact, this would be a query. I don't know till mid of the questions how this has not come. See, if you would have seen, and if I will again clarify it. See, if it is already a existing contact, all the contacts are already assigned to a particular agent. Assume Mr. Binis is the customer in your case, what the example you have given. So Mr. Binis either send me a message on Facebook or WhatsApp or a text, whatever, everything comes to me, Amulya, as an agent. So the user is specific. So definitely it has been collaborated very nicely, intelligently, that only Amulya receive the notification of all varied way of communication Mr. Binis has with our business. So that is how it is clear. Okay. If it is a new contact, assume for a second that Mr. Binis is not there in anybody's contact list. Still, there is a group handler is already assigned. So one of the member in that group, one of the user, one of the agent of that group, once get onto the notification and start initiating the interaction, I have a privilege while on call, while on conversation, while the communication is in progress, I would be registering that, assigning it either to me or to a agent as per our skill set. So whatever way Mr. Binis would like to contact, whatever way he is triggering us, all these varied tools of traffic, everything comes to one user, that is the assigned user. Okay. Hope, Mr. Wonder, I have clarified you.
Yeah, Mr. Wonder, if you're online, you can just unmute and switch on the video if you have, if your query has been answered. Yes, he has sent us a message that the query has been answered. Thank you so much, Mr. Wonder.
Thank you.
Yeah, the next question has come from Mr. Abdul Jalil again. How can we integrate mail with Office 365?
Sir, as I told you, all these communication platforms, okay, these either already have their own plugin or there is a modality already developed, either it is a CLI or API. So whatever application you would like to integrate, we may need a small interaction of a scope with that particular provider or the service who offers the service organization, but yes, it can be done. We have not done with Office 365, but yes, it can be tried immediately, not an issue.
Thank you, Mr. Amulia. The next question has come from Mr. Nizar Ahmed. Will all the mail communications will be available on email client installed in his or her system, such as Thunderbird or Outlook?
Yes.
Yeah. See, this
is basically a mail. Your mail platform is only collaborated here. So definitely, once you are sending a WhatsApp, as well in your WhatsApp application also it is there. So the same way we are receiving or sending from here, it will be there in your Outlook or whatever you are using.
Yeah. See, in case of maybe I can just add to it. In case of email, when people are working with two email clients, generally what they have is a mode where they configure. They say that okay, download from server but not delete it. So theoretically, you can have even 3 clients. Then 2 clients will be set as download from mail server, but not delete it. And maybe the third one will say that, okay, once you download and delete it. So same way here also, maybe in CRM, we have to have the option download, but not delete. And then in the Thunderbird, you have the option download, delete. So then it will be cleaned up from the server also. That is a typical way where applications, when you have multiple mail clients, which works.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Mr. Amulia. The next question has come from Mr. Demans again. Do you have an email alert?
For everything on the Omnichannel platform, there is a alert, there is a notification. Whatever way, if I receive any communication, I get a notification. If it is from my existing contact, it will be displayed only for that particular user. If it is from a new contact, it will be displayed for the group who are assigned to handle those notifications. So for everything, whether it is an email or SMS or a WhatsApp or a message from Facebook Messenger, for everything we have a alert or notification set.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Amulia. Next question, move on from Mr. Mitra. If we have different queue customer, how can we filter them?
Yeah, the in groups has to be designed like that. See, like the way we manage our different queues, Okay, so here also when you would have witnessed or you would have noticed when Binish was trying to reach us, here we have some filtration, we have designed some in groups. So on the basis of the in group or the IVR punching, it will get connected to the in group or queue.
Yeah. I hope your query has been answered, Mr. Mitra. Okay, moving to the next questions from Bisham. Bisham has asked. Visham has asked which number will show on SMS or WhatsApp on the recipient mobile.
See, when we take, like when we have done a SMS gateway integration, when we have taken a WhatsApp business account, okay, so there is a number assigned, okay, like for in our case, if you say if a SMS, we have displayed the number 951339750. So usually from that SIM card, like that number, that 10-digit number is the ID for the SMS gateway we have assigned. So when you are getting a SMS, definitely you will see or this number will be displayed for you. And when you send a SMS also, yes, here Omnichannel platform, we receive the message, we can see that on that SIM.
Thank you, Mr. Amulya. I think the query has been answered, Mr. Bisham. The next question is come from Mr. Mitra asking, can we have a dashboard basic on queue we have?
Here we have not designed multiple in groups. Okay, so Mr. Mitra, definitely we will, you have to allow us some time so that we will design the in group and we will connect with you.
Yeah, sure. The next question has come from, I'm not able, his name is not been displayed. They're saying there is not a LinkedIn.
Yeah, Mr. Samuel.
Yeah, Samuel.
So, sir, as I have told you for today's this limited time of webinar we got, it was not possible to integrate all the tools available. So for today, I have chosen of WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram. But yes, it is one more icon on the same screen if it is you want to integrate with LinkedIn.
Yeah. Next questions come from Mr. Nitu Atul. Can we know if the customer has read the message on the WhatsApp or email?
Yeah, when I have shown that, you would have seen that the blue tick. So when it is delivered, it comes as double tick gray. When customer read it, it becomes a double tick blue. If it is a WhatsApp message. In the for mail, it is only we can display like it is delivered. But whether customer has read the mail, he has reached to the mail or not, so far it is not available in this solution.
Thank you so much. We hope to give the solutions for the LinkedIn platform also in the future. Next come from Mr. Kizito. The question is, can the chat with the customer over the Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram be deleted? Who has the access to delete them?
It can be deleted, but yeah, the administrator intervention is required. Agent cannot delete it. Administrator can delete it.
Yeah, okay. This next question is, these new Omnichannel features applicable to already deployed VC call centers?
Mr. Kizito, I told you this is either to replace your contact center or to advance your contact center. So definitely your existing client who are using our contact center, they can use it, but the required modification, the hardware, software level, it has to be taken. It is purely for your existing contact center customers, but yes, required software and hardware that has to be taken.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Amulya. From Mr. Kodvi Reddy, we lost the connection. Sorry for that. In between, we have a little technical glitch. Move on to the next question from Mr. Wonder again. For WhatsApp, do you have a direct connect directly to WhatsApp, or we have to go through a third-party WhatsApp aggregator?
Yeah, see the WhatsApp generally works through aggregators, and so surely we are not one of those aggregators. There are, I think, around 100 or 200 aggregators across the world. So we also go through an aggregator depending on the customer, whichever is convenient, whatever plans are available. So we select an aggregator for the customer.
Thank you, sir. The next question, I think this question has already been answered from Abdul Jalil regarding that Arabic language in the interface.
Yeah.
He
Maybe
said, yeah.
Mr. Abdul was not there when it is answered.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
Arabic is one of the language on the platform where this omni-channel contact center is built up. So surely it can be done, but we have not done this because only for few domestic customers it has been offered or it is delivered. We have not done it, but it is doable. It can be done.
Yeah, surely. The next question is come from Mr. Mitra asking if the application is down, what is the backup we have?
See, if the application is down, what is the backup means already like in our normal call center or normally whatever software or the application do we use, we have our own backups like why it is down. Okay. Like whether it is a network side down or whether it is telecommunication side down or application side down. If it is an application side down, definitely there could be a redundancy server or there could be some backup application placed. From there it can be managed. Otherwise also these are all again has an identity, like as I told you, anyway you have a WhatsApp account, so WhatsApp can be accessed from web, WhatsApp can be accessed from mobile phone. So absolutely doesn't seem like there would be any real challenge in case of application is down. But surely if your process is so critical, then you have to take care of the redundancy setup for network, for telecommunication, or for the application.
Yeah, surely. Moving on to the next question is come from Aminu Abdullahi. How much does it cost to deploy these solutions?
Commercials, I think for international, for domestic, region specific, there is a different commercial models. So the product bundle like minimum subscription and add-on packages and the validity, all that I will request like the concern manager to please reach and share all the details required.
Yeah, surely. Next request has come from Mr. Gandhi for the PPT. Surely we'll share you the PPT and the recording of the webinar.
Yes, even the price list or the product bundle also will be shared.
Yeah, there is one direct message coming saying, can I connect with other social media such as Telegram? If yes, how?
No, sir, all the social media platforms can be integrated. As we told, like the prominent or the popular social media platforms already like have those plugins, have allowed with some restrictions or controlling. Like for WhatsApp, it has to be a WhatsApp business account. Then if in case you want to send a message, there has to be a opt-in mail or concern approved. All that way, we have to just follow the process. Otherwise, it is already a unified infrastructure. We just would like to integrate those additional plugins.
Sure. The next request is come from Mr. Gandhi again for the pricing. Surely we'll share you the price after the presentation of this session. The next question is coming from Mr. Hezekiah. How long would an integration with Twitter will take?
I think maybe Dr. Kurian or Mr. Pratik, if you are available, because real time you are going to do that, so you can answer this.
Sure. See, integration of a new media, I think generally we can tell Twitter or even Telegram, all those things, whatever we have not taken up so far, is a matter of, I don't know, 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. But then surely we will do it when we have, I mean, further communication channels we will bring in when we have the customers, and when the customers are really asking for it, when multiple when we see that there is a real requirement, because some of the channels, they might not even use it for these type of applications. So if there are real requirement, please contact the partners or and then we will take it ahead from there. But the implementation is a matter of 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Thank you, sir. I hope the query has been answered, Mr. Hezekiah. The next question is for Mr. Prasad. If you can provide us a demo link for practice, that will be helpful to get the real-time simulations.
Yeah, Mr. Prasad, thank you so much. With a short notice, you value our invitation and you have joined the webinar. Okay, in fact, we have sent you a mail, so not an issue. We will connect and we can definitely give you the link so that it can be practiced or it can be showcased to others in your organization or in your team. And Mr. Prasad represent one of our prestigious customer like FSPL TPA, Apollo, Hyderabad. He is using our solution for almost 7 years now. 2017 onwards, I think they are using a very large volume of channels with our solution. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Molia. The next question has come from Mr. Monis KM. What is the minimum license number?
Yeah, it is surely you all. Thank you for your interest and you would like to know more about this product bundling and the commercials. But as I told you, maybe this is not the platform. It's almost the delegates from 20 plus countries here, and our pricing model works differently for different countries. So we will reach back to you. Noted your query, sir. Soon we will send you the product bundling and pricing for the particular bundling you are looking at.
Yeah, thank you. Again, I think one question has come up from Mr. Prasad again. How many concurrent users can support this version of cluster?
It is in fact according to the channel availability. So the application do not have that restriction. So during the requirement process itself, we scope it that for how many channels it is required. Accordingly, it will be offered. So otherwise there is no restriction. Surely you have already added because you are already using our solution for multiple of hundreds. That's where you are using a cluster setup. This also has to be a cluster setup.
Thank you, Mr. Amolia. The next question is from Mr. Mushab. Can we integrate the comments on the social media platform?
Comments is already there, sir. In our Omnichannel platform, we have already added comments. Probably I could not show that comments while demonstrating the solution for you. It is already there.
Yeah. The next question, it's a request from Mr. Tally asking, please, we need that now. I think he's asking for the demo link for the product.
Yes.
Move on to next question. It's come from Mr. Vijay. Thanks for the beautiful presentation. The demo was excellent. Thank you, Mr. Vijay. My question is about the number of sub-channels of the various Omni channels. Does the price vary depending on the number of sub-channels? Or is price or a direct dependent or directly proportionate to the number of various sub-channels?
Vijay, thank you for your warm and appreciation words. See, it is not like the pricing model all works around the number of channels. Okay, so being a revolutionary organization to promote license-free operations or making ease of enterprise telecommunication, surely it is not around the sub-modules. It would be based on the number of channels.
Okay, thank you.
Your question. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Vijay. Next question is from Mr. Sulaiman. Is it possible to create separate IB/OB campaign?
Yes, yes, it is possible. You can create multiple campaigns. In my demo, I have shown you city specific or product specific. Yes, it can be done maybe region specific or country specific. You can create the campaigns as per your business requirement. As per your process, you can define them.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Abulia. The next question is from Mr. Kevin. How many users can use the software concurrent?
I have just answered
Yeah.
to another participant. So concurrency and all depends on the cluster infrastructure, how we offer, and the availability of the channels.
Okay, the next is Rodriguez Wallet. At what time we are concluding? Anyway, we are on the question and answer session. Mr. Rodrick, if you have any query, you can just raise your hand or unmute yourself to ask the questions. Moving on to the next questions, Mr. Abhishek Kumar, what if the same person uses the Instagram and the WhatsApp section? Then do we need to assign a proper person to guide the customer, or else do we have the facility of bots to look after the customer in our absence?
See, the Omnichannel platform, one of the best benefit is wherever you are. Okay, whether you are in office, whether you are not in office, whether you are traveling, you have a scope to get connected to customer queries, and as per the availability of the channel you have, you can respond them well. Okay, so if we look into the person, and also I have highlighted the entire communication center or the communication platform works around the contacts as a module. Okay, in your contacts, the contacts is assigned to a particular user. So accordingly, the assignment, the workload distribution will work. And bots, yeah, if you have a bot facility or auto response facility, of course, it adds on more value for your customer.
Thank you, Mr. Amolia. Mr. Abhishek, I hope your query has been answered. The next, move on to next question is from Mr. Sulaiman. Do you allow POC, and what's the period?
POC is certainly possible, but yeah, looking into the case, looking into the requirement, looking into the customer and the size of the requirement, the period can be defined.
Yeah. Again, the next question is again from Mr. Gandhi. White labeling for a CRM can be done with a custom domain name.
Yes, it can be done. It is doable, and there are many cases, many solutions, because largely in the domestic market and a few in international market, we had been given the solution to government of particular country. So there definitely we have, like for an example here, Indian Railway, we have supplied major solutions. So it has been branded for Indian Railway as well. So yes, it can be done, but all depends what is the case, size, requirement.
The next question has come from Mr. Ramurthy. How are we offering this solution? Cloud, on-premise, or both?
Ramurthy sir, we can offer this solution on-premise as well on cloud.
Yeah. The next question is come from Mr. Odovchi King. Thanks for the presentation and well explained or detailed. Thank you so much, Mr. Odovchi. Could we have the recorded video of these presentations on our WhatsApp? Sure, we will share you the recording of the webinar as well as the presentation, Mr. Odovchi. Okay, move on to the next question is from Mr. Sulaiman again. How many default report does the system have?
See, we have a report, analytical report, what I have shown you, but that has almost like more than 200 parameters. So what all parameters you want to consider accordingly, whether you want one link for report or maybe agent performance report and campaign specific report, city wise report, whatever you want, it can be derived or it can be modified for you. Otherwise, almost all the parameters of your contact list is considered for the report. So it is only a filter, it has to be created, or a separate link from the primary data to be considered if you want a different report.
His next question is it possible to auto schedule the reports to different management mails?
Yes, it is possible. See sir, whatever I'm sure the technology involved in your questions, you are already using some solutions. So whatever our normal unified solutions have the capability, everything, nothing we have taken out. So if it is a preferred email ID, it is a preference of the time at the end of the shift, at the mid of the shift, you want a email, the reports to be sent. Yes, it always can be sent.
Yeah.
And there will be also analysis reports like end of the day, end of the week. That means the weekly summary will come, end of the month, monthly summary will come. So those type of reports also, and they will be automatically mailed to the email IDs available.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Next question is from Mr. Abdul Jalil. Can we integrate the mail with Office 365? I think we have already answered the question, that one. Yeah, Mr. Amulya, you have to say anything on this. How can we integrate mail with Office 365?
Yeah, I said like maybe we will be taking more help. Mr. Abdul Alwaki, maybe I will request Binish that after this webinar to connect with Mr. Abdul and exactly understand which system he want to use.
Sure, we'll do that.
Yeah. I have a direct message coming from Mr. Ricky Fernandez. How many companies or business can be linked to the CRM?
No, when we talk about this database to capture, it is definitely about one business. If you have multiple processes, if you have multiple departments, if you have multiple campaigns, that has to be defined in this solution. It is surely not a further sublet or renting model. If at all this question is around that, it is not a subletting or we cannot give some channels to one organization, some other channels to one more organization within one solution. It is a solution for one business. If the business has multiple processes, business has multiple.
UPI ID is not valid.
Please mute.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Please mute. Go ahead, Mr. Ricky.
Yeah, I was saying is I got my answer. So just one business can be connected at a time, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Ricky. Thank you, Mr. Amulya. The next question has come from Mr. Abdul Jalil again. He said, I believe the Arabic translation will be free of charge while we are a platinum partner in Saudi Arabia.
I think it should not be extra charge. I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
There is no extra.
Correct. The next question is from Mr. Sulaiman. Is it possible to customize the report as per the client's requirement?
Yes, exactly. It is possible. Parameter specific reports, it can be created in the front end itself. In the back end, if you want to create different links for agent performance, for other analytics, then yes, Aztecs team will help you for that. Of course, if it is some modification efforts will be there, that would be nominally charged.
Next question is from Mr. Prasad. Do we have this cloud feature available, or we can use on the premise?
Mr. Prasad, you can use it on premise as well, or in case if your organization is interested to host it on cloud, like Aztecs will host it and give you for the cloud users. But it is a dedicated server only for you. It is not multi-tenanted, or it is not like one server will have access to anybody else other than your team.
Yeah. The next message has come from Mr. Wonder again. We wanted to know if there is a way of selecting a customer name and see all the communication from that customer, including the channel name. Maybe
yes, Mr. Wonder. Yes, Mr. Wonder. Once you have a search criteria also, either you give the first name, last name, or mobile number, whatever with one of the parameters, you can search into the particular contact. And once you get into the contact, yes, you can get to know what all channels, including the channels with not name exactly, but you can see their icons. Facebook Messenger has a different color or different icon. WhatsApp has a different color, different icon. Also, you would have seen while I was demonstrating that once you go to the notification, you can see whether it is an email, whether it is a WhatsApp, whether it is a Facebook, whether it is a SMS. Everything is nicely differentiating from each other. And I think there is further there is maybe I
Yeah,
am a
there is.
supervisor and I am dealing with a complaint from a customer. If I open the contact name in the CRM, I am able to see all communication from that client. Yes, correct, including the name of the agent who handled that each case. Yes, sir. Yes, correct. You have understood it is very correctly. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Amulya. Next question is from Ms. Rebecca. Apart from the dashboard, does the system support reports that can be exported to Excel?
Yes, other than like I have shown both dashboard also I have shown, reports also I have shown. So yes, it has reports with all the parameters. So it can be exported to your CSV or Excel.
Yeah. The next question is from Mr. Catalogue. Can we integrate an existing WhatsApp business account?
Yes, it can be integrated. Your existing WhatsApp business account, what you have, the same thing will be integrated. It's not necessary that you need to go for a new WhatsApp business account to use the Omnichannel platform. Your existing business account, WhatsApp business account will be used for this.
Yeah. One next question is from Mr. Gitu. Can we know if the customer has read our message and email? I think we have answered that question.
We have already answered. Yeah.
Yes. The next question is from Mr. Prasad. Sorry, from Mr. Prasad again. Can we integrate with AD?
Prasad, if you are there, can you just switch on your video and slightly explain what is this integration you are looking for?
Yeah, hi, Aman. No, actually, we are creating the users manually, right?
Yeah.
So why don't we integrate with the VD to avoid the manual creation of the users?
No, not required. You have to always create the contacts manually. If you have in some other database or somewhere in the CRM, so it can be exported as well here to add to your contact list.
Okay, not only contacts, I'm talking about the agents.
Agents.
For agents only, that we can use internally, right?
How do agents has to be created? It has to be assigned again here.
But Active Directory, I think you're talking about the authentication, right? For logging.
Yeah. To automatic log in the Aztecs.
No,
that one is different now. That one is different. For logging in and the customers, those are different. But I think for internal users,
okay,
there's a different way of creating the users, I'm sure. But but I think what you are asking is for, because maybe you're running Active Directory and you're authenticating all your workstations.
Okay.
Yeah. Same like way we want to use it as an Aztecs.
Yeah. I mean, surely if there is a requirement where we have to integrate with the directory, that surely we can do it. That's it's not necessary that we use because typically it is the CRM, the users are created in the CRM, and but we can also using the directory. I mean, it is a authentication message which goes to the directory and comes back. That
should be easy to be doable.
Sure, that should be possible.
Yeah, it's fine. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Prasad.
Thank you, Mr. Prasad. Thank you, sir. The next question is come again. Okay, Mr. Abdul, we need to discuss after this meeting. Surely, Mr. Abdul, the concerned regional manager will be in touch with you for the further discussions. The next question is come from Mr. Nevis. Does it give the option to disposition calls or interaction based on the reason? Yeah. The disposition so far, what we have demonstrated, we have not given like whatever customers we have discussed and the solution is offered. We have not given disposition there, but ticket disposition as per the process, it all can be done. The next is from Mr. Koddy Reddy. Thanks for nice presentation. Thank you so much, Mr. Reddy. I have already ordered and my device is in transit. Thank you so much, Mr. Reddy.
We too eager to work with you, sir. Thank you so much.
The next question is again from one of the participants. Can we have more than 2 admin login at the same time? Multiple admins can be created, not an issue.
And they can log in also.
There is multiple questions from Mr. Abdul Salam asking what is the deployment type, cloud or premises?
It is already answered, cloud and
yes.
premise both.
Correct. The second question is what trunk type is used for the voice communication? Is it a SIP, GSM or ISDN?
What trunk type is used? It is again based on the like infrastructure or the connectivity we have designed. So it can be SIP, GSM, ISDN, anything. Any of these channels can be used.
Yeah. The third question is what third-party integrations, what third integration is required for SMS interactions for WhatsApp,
Yes,
Facebook messengers?
yes, it is a SMS gateway integration to trigger SMS. Yeah, it is a third-party SMS gateway integration.
And he's asking, I assume the business WhatsApp and the SMS should be a business account.
Yes, it is all business accounts.
His next question is, how does the customer know which specific agent he or she is dealing with which platform?
No, customer not necessarily need to know. See, customer only know there is a assigned accounts manager or a agent for his contacts. So whenever customer sent from any of this diversified traffic, any of this communication channel, it all goes to the respective agent.
Okay. Next question, his question is, what are the licensing requirements?
Not exactly a licensing requirement. Yes, of course, you need to have this application installed on premise, or you should have the user authorization to use this application.
Okay. The next question is a rental option available for these solutions?
Whatever solutions Aztecs do offer, it is being taken care for small, medium, and large corporate requirement. So all the solutions what we offer, this is available on OPEX and CAPEX model. So as this omnichannel platform as well, it is available on rental and for single time buyout.
His next question is, what type of reports are available?
The reports are there, sir. As I have shown you the dashboard and the analytics reports, and all the parameters are there. Every bit of the activity is being captured and recorded on the backend. So if you need some different parameter reports or different links for the report, that can be offered to you on the basis of our discussion and scope while we understand each other.
Yeah. His last question is, do we have a mobile app version for this solution?
Mobile app version for Omnichannel is not there, but if a customer want mobile app to use, we have different solution which partially will work and fulfill the objective of the business.
Yeah. The second, okay. I hope, Mr. Abdul, your question has been answered. You can just turn on your video if you have a further query.
Yeah, I have a short follow-up question. Based on the great Amulai.
Thank
Amulia,
you.
How are you?
Good, doing good. Only 2 years not seen you.
Yes, you know, COVID.
Sir, can you put on your video, please?
Sure. Is it fine?
Yeah, great.
Yeah. Morning, Vanessa. Hello. And so on the social media interaction, fine, I am the customer, I can see the business account interacting, but I have a special interest in complaint management, okay? So assume later down the line, few days after, there's some complaint from the same customer. How do you track back and say, okay, at the time of the interaction 1 week ago, the customer was speaking to specific agent? That's the reason why I asked that question. So how do you track back?
See
because all the agents are using the same account virtually, right?
Yeah,
whether
but
it is for WhatsApp or
the history of the customer will be there in the database, so we can the new message will reach it will reach the customer record, and in that customer record we can see that, oh, there was an earlier interaction 2 weeks back. Does it answer the question?
Yes, that is what he was asking. Like, how will he relate to the history or the previous discussions? So whenever you send a message, you would have seen during demo also, when today Binish has sent some message to me, I could see the history, the earlier communication happened with Mr. Binish with our business. So that is how it can always be related. If I need something in depth, I have to go and refer, come back and respond.
Okay. All right. Thank you then.
Thank you, Abdul.
Thank you, Mr. Amolia. Thank you, Mr. Abdul Salam. Thank you, sir. The next question has come from Mr. Chenjo. How it handles automatic distribution of chat to a free agent, something like ACD?
See, sir, again, here the application is smart enough that if a contact is already assigned, it will take directly, distribute it and assign it to the assigned agent. Okay, a kind of a sticky agent, if you say. Otherwise also, sticky agent is one of the options. Second option, while I am creating a contact, according to the parameter skill set, I can check for the available agent, and as per my skill set and training, I can assign it to the available agent.
So I hope your query. Yes, sir, please.
Just to add, see, we can create, one is the assigned agent, then the message comes, it will directly go to the assigned agent. If not, the other option is it will be assigned to a group, say group FB message. And in that group, there will be 3 employees or 4 employees. And then either we can have different algorithms about that. Either all 4 can see the notification and one person can pick up the message, then the notification disappears from all the other 3. Or we can tell that we will assign it in a round robin manner. So each as and when the message arrives, it will be assigned to one person, one agent in the group. So like that, different algorithms are possible.
Thank you, sir. I hope, Mr. Chenjo, your query has been answered. If you're available.
Yeah, hi. Yeah, that's. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah. That is exactly what I wanted to know, and how it distributes the chat or any social media thing to the agent, not free agents.
Yeah.
So I think you have cleared my doubt. Thank you.
Yeah, I can see one question from your end also. If you can?
Yeah, that one is. I think the question was already asked, but but it wasn't. I think answered properly. But actually, it's based to like how it can be done integrated with the SSO. So like the Microsoft Active Directories, LDAPs. So that question was already asked, I guess.
Okay, so I hope your query has been answered for that also.
Yeah. So, but with the Open LDAP, how you can, whether it can be it can be integrated with the Open LDAP or the LDAP like Active Directory. So if you clarify more, it will be grateful, I guess.
Yeah, see, there is no standard integration with Active Directory or LDAP, Open LDAP currently. But then what we told was that if there is an industry requirement, if there is a large corporate customer who already has Active Directory or LDAP, surely we can integrate that.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Chanchal. The next question is from Mr. Hezekiah. Again, do you have a name or a concurrent user licensing?
Yeah, the product bundling, particularly the product bundling and the commercials will be set. You have to allow us a little time for that.
Okay, the next question is from Mr. Demans. If we share our apps API, can we integrate with Omnichannel?
Yeah, if you already have Omnichannel application and you will be sharing the API, it will be collaborated. It will be integrated.
The next question is from Mr. Abdul Jalil. Do the system has a MFA? I'm not sure about the clear question. Mr. Jalil, if you are available, you can brief about your question.
Yeah, hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing good. Thank you, sir. How are you doing?
I would like to thank you and your team. Actually, it was a great presentation, and
Thank
I
you so
believe
much,
it will be
sir.
very helpful for our customer in upcoming days. Actually, my question was in Saudi Arabia, the government, they're implementing to be e-governance, as you know, and especially in the cyber security. So all of our application, it's been required from the customer to be multi-factor authentication. So this is my question. The system, either we have to integrate with third party for multi-factor authentication, or we might integrate the system with Office 365 as we are a gold partner with Microsoft. So it could be integrated with Microsoft to use multi-factor authentication. Is it, I believe, is it clear, or should I?
No, the requirement is clear. See, currently we have not explored how we integrate with multi-factor authentication, if there is any specific challenges there. As I see it, technically, it shouldn't, because we can integrate with external, authentication directories, like we mentioned earlier, Active Directory or LDAP. So I would believe that the MFA part also is conceptualized in a manner that, or architectured in a manner where, there is a MFA module which does this multi-party authentication, and it provides the user authentication to the other modules. So, I mean, surely we could explore it further, and we will also check it out what APIs are available and how we can integrate into it.
Yeah, it seems doable.
Thank you for answer the question. Actually, my purpose, the question was my question was if we can integrate with Microsoft 365, so it doesn't need to have any MFA in Aztec CRM, because the customer will use the MFA which has been implemented through Microsoft. So all that we need, the customer will log in to the Aztec system using their Office 365 email.
Okay.
We will see to that. Sir.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Yeah,
and we are very interesting, to be honest, in Arabic language. Most of our customer here in whole kingdom, they need Arabic.
Yeah. This the CRM, the basic platform has the Arabic module. So though actually we have not tried it out, but then it is available.
It's okay. We can work together. If you need any help from us, we are here to help each other as anything required from us. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Zardip. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Amulia. There is a direct questions message asking, could I see who can receive the comment on the multiple social media accounts? My thanks for the comment on regarding the post on the social media. I'm not clear about the questions. Mr. Mushak, if you are online, you can just brief what your query is. Mr. Mushak, are you available?
Okay, I think Amulia has clarified that we can receive the comment. So if there are any specific things, maybe we can.
Yeah. Yes. The next question has come from Mr. Musha. Again, okay, the same question he has asked. Maybe we can connect after these sessions with Mr. Musha and see what's his query, and so that we can reply to the answer. The next question has come from Mr. Sulaiman. Does it have a predictive dial-in capability?
As of now, it is. I have clearly shown it for making an outbound call. It is only a click to call. Okay. But if a requirement comes like that, anyway, we have our predictive dialer. So that would work much more efficiently if the process requirement predictive dialing.
Yeah, the next question, the next comment is from Miss Maria. Thank you for the great presentation. Thank you so much, Miss Maria, and thank you for your time. The next question is from Mr. Wonder again. Is there a way to implement and measure SLA for different cases? For example, setting up a SLA for email channels and different SLA for live chat, etc.
Is there a way to implement and measure SLAs?
SLA for different cases.
See, currently we have not included any SLA measurement or SLA implementation. So once it is there, surely, I mean, it should not be a problem, different channels to have different levels of SLAs. But currently that the SLA management is not included.
His second question is, are we able to set up business rule for case routing and for the bot handle?
Also, see, currently it is more like messages coming and then it is being processed by an incoming agent. But surely for the message handling, we can set up specific rules and also route it to a bot.
Yeah. His third question is it possible to request customer feedback or rating after closing the case?
Yeah, that is for sure possible. We also have, we can also trigger an IVR or SMS or so that feedback is being, and then that can be recorded and also a report can be generated over it. That surely can be done.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Wonder. I hope your query has been answered. And we have almost covered all the questions in the query. If anybody has any query further, you can unmute and ask or raise your hand. We have another 1 or 2 minutes before we wrap up the sessions. So I hope this is the end of our sessions. Thank you so much for joining these sessions of the webinar. And thank you for your time. And we hope to see you soon again in our next webinar, which we'll be announcing very soon. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Firdausi. Thank you all for your valuable time. Thanks for joining the webinar and encouraging us. Thank you for your interesting messages, appreciating the discussion and user benefits, and with the assurance that you would be love to join our webinars again. It all gives us the energy. Thank you all. Bye.
Thank you.